So I'm going to walk through building a project in Unity with ARKit. ARKit is a new SDK technology coming from Apple, which allows you to bring in markerless augmented reality, so you don't need to scan a marker before you start seeing things in your camera. So Unity is a game engine which we can use to build these applications. Call it sticker. It's going to be a sticker that you can place in 3D space. I download Unity 5.6.1 P1. Right. So go to the asset store, and there's an ARKit asset we can download. So you also need iOS 11 beta and Xcode 9 beta in order to run this. All right. So we'll import all of this. Yeah, new iPad Pro be using to run this on. Oops. So I think that's imported. Let's look at some of the sample scenes. So we're going to change our build to iOS instead of PC, Mac, Linux. Trying to see if I can pull up the chat easily. Okay, well, that's not that interesting. All right. So I think to make sure that I have a unique identifier. So Marty.sticker. And let's just let's check out some of these sample projects. So I'll plug in the iPad. I have to unplug my mouse in order to unplug my iPad. This MacBook. So this should work. I'm not entirely confident, but oops, I hit build. What is this UR Unity ARKit scene? Let's see. Let's look at that scene. So it's just before we build that. Okay, so this will give us a cube. Looks like in space, and then I think I can make more cubes by tapping. All right, that sounds like a good first thing to see. So whatever, build settings. Let's build that, and then we'll run it. Sticker. Okay, is this still awesome? So, how do I pull up the comments? My channel. Live dashboard, that looks good. I think that's what I want. All right. Where are we at in building this? All right. Build failed. So this needs to match the bundle identifier. So I should be able to build from here. Get in there. Get in there. So close. All right. Awesome. So here's our new app. Oh, whoops. No, this is an app I was working on earlier. So it's the second one. I've been playing around with it a little bit earlier. So I got a nice cube. You can see feature points. You can see the cube gets a little more stable. I should be able to make some that's pretty neat. And then here's our plane. It's got some plane detection. Does really well with this rug's got a lot of feature points, as you can see the yellow. Cool. All right, so what I want to do is replace this little cube that kept getting generated with a 2D image. And I want that 2D image to stay static on the plane and be able to move that around by dragging my finger. One thing that's come up is ARKit doesn't make it easy to work with vertical planes. So if I wanted to put this to the image on a wall, you got to figure out how to do that. All right, so let's just make this not visible in our game. And we'll make this not visible too. What we'll do is we will game object plane. Make that a little smaller. And I want you to, be able to see it at first in front of the screen. So rotate. Oops, it's not. Is this going to be visible? No. So I need to rotate it -90. There we go. So now we'll see a nice big flat plane. Let's get a better image. Let's get am I going to drop? Can I do that? That'd be pretty sweet. Doesn't look like it. Where'd it go? We should put it in textures. And then we can, oops. What's that? Why am I? Okay, so let's just build this, and what we'll see is the Mona Lisa will appear in front of our screen, and yeah, so that it will be, let's see, 0.5, I think, meters away from where the screen starts. Unfortunately, my mouse and my lightning cable to my iPad both use USB, and I got MacBook Pro, which has no USB, so it means a lot of plugging things out and unplugging them. All right, so save, file, build and run. Did I hopefully copy this code? Yeah. What do you? Okay, well now we're connected. All right, so here we go, building it. Now we'll have the Mona Lisa floating just in front of our screen. All right, so it should be built. Should be the second one. No, that's not good. That made that disappear. Looks like nothing changed. Those are. That's not even visible. What's going on? Let's play this together. It doesn't seem very helpful. I maybe it's I opened the wrong app. No, this is. Okay. I'm just gonna try to rebuild this. Not really sure. Why? Okay. Let's open the application. I don't have that floating square, but I can't find the Mona Lisa. So let's run it again. It should be 3 meters. Yeah. I think I know what it is. I think this isn't the same scene. So build settings, ARKit scene. No, this is ARKit scene. ARKit scene. This is not building this scene. Unity ARKit scene. AR shadows. ARKit scene. ARKit scene. Insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. So it's kind of insane, but I'm going to do it anyways. Huh. I don't like that. Why is this? Why is this called Unity ARKit scene? Because I think I don't know. Okay. Okay, let's just see. What if we run the particle painter? All right. Is it still building? Failed. What's going on here? All right, this is looking better. I don't think we were building. Because this has to be a unique identifier, and the fact that that was com.unity is the default one isn't unique. It gets changed. Maybe all right. So build failed. It's gonna be. I was having this problem earlier. I don't know why. Okay. No, I forgot this. And then let's call this sticker. So, okay. Hopefully, I think I can just build this from Xcode. Here we go. Almost there. Yeah. Okay. So now, I thought to be replaced. There we go. Come on, Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Hey, there she is. She's following us. Can't tell if I think she's set to always be looking at us. To be rotate, or is it just the tracking? It's not good. Give myself a little bit more space. Alright, so that's good. I don't really know what the problem was, but to stop this. Alright, let's dig a little deeper to this code. Let me unplug my iPad, plug in my mouse. Okay, I think that thing was following me. I mean, it always looks like the Mona Lisa is following you, but it particularly looked like it was following me, which it doesn't have any reason it should be. I mean, it's pretty dumb. It's got no scripts. Its parents got no scripts. I do want to be able to move this around. And this is a good script to start understanding how to move things around. I'm just going to copy it though and make a new one. New script. Call it what was that? Unity AR hit test. Okay, we'll call it sticker move movement okay. Painter controller. I don't think that's a great name for it, but we'll just go with that. And then I'm gonna paste that hit controller because it does allow you to tap and then the object will move. I guess so. I'll build this for you guys, but if we look at this, okay, so hit test with result type, a list of hit tests. So if hit result dot count is greater than 0 and hit result is equal to Unity AR sessions native interface get AR session. I have no idea what that is. What is it? Where can we find that? What is this? Okay. All right. I know what the script will do is if I tap in space, it will move that object to the 3D position. So if touch count is greater than 0, I can kind of understand this a little better. So if we have more than one finger hitting this and m hit transform is not equal to null, and that is public transform of our game object, so now it is null. Is it? I think so. Oh, we don't even have this script added. I forgot what I called it. Let's see. Sorry. It is called Painter Controller. That's such a bad name. What? It was called Painter Controller, right? Painter Controller. Save. What? Here it is, okay. Can't add because scripts, make sure there are no compiler errors, okay. I think it's not happy that alright, I think it's not in the right directory is my guess. Let's just let's just work off the hit test example. So and then give this the transform of the. Okay, and then I'll build this one. Do the. Not really sure why I couldn't copy and paste. I think it was because it wasn't in the right directory, and it was trying to get some of the classes of ARKit. Okay, but so this will be Mona Lisa, and then I'll be able to tap around the screen. I guess this was better, Unity or SceneKit? What are you making? Depends what you're doing. So I'm making a application where you can put 2D images in 3D space. And I actually started building it using SceneKit and Xcode, but I just found I really didn't want to be able to build in the whole logic of 3D. So ideally, I want to be tapping on my screen and just dragging that around, and that will move it in 3D space, and then also be able to rotate it with pinches and stuff. And I just did not want to be building all that logic in Xcode. So that's my opinion. If you are building a complex 3D environment, Unity. If you are building an iOS application that also has a little AR, then I would use SceneKit. Okay. So, okay. Should be, hear this. I should be able to tap. It's not picking up on my taps. These are all feature points, these yellow dots, and this is, if there's a plane, it'll give me that. So it's saying, hey, here's the flat plane. It only does horizontal planes, which is somewhat annoying. Okay. Why wasn't that working? Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at, it's got this nice script on it. Like if I were to activate the hit cube, would that, what? Okay, move component. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna try this. Where's this? So this, I'm doing this, I wanted to be able to tap on the screen and have the Mona Lisa change its transform position according to where I tap. That wasn't working. I know it works with that cube and it uses that script, so I just activated the cube again. And then hopefully now the Mona Lisa and the cube will be moving. Placing. I am not having luck. Oh, something's happening. Oh. But I swear, it's like it's not updating the build. It's behind here. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some debugging. So the default project for this is, which I'm working off of, is there's this hit cube, and then you tap it, and then it just moves around the screen. That's not working. I honestly feel like this is just not building the project I have here. I'm gonna so I'll bring in this random cube. So this will be, if this is built correctly, this cube will be in front of the Mona Lisa. It's like, okay, save, build and run. And I'll know something real wacky is happening if this cube doesn't show up. So that's not dependent on the scripts. Yeah, I haven't found a good way of debugging this stuff either in Unity. I've just been building and rebuilding projects, which when I use the player, the editor in Unity just gives me a green screen, which is not very helpful. Maybe I'm clicking the wrong application. Okay. Alright. What? What? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Just because this cube's in here, now it wants to rotate instead, or see, this is what I'm talking about? Okay, I have no idea, but I'll fix it. See, this is one thing about I've been playing around with a similar project is, okay, so I can place it on these horizontal, surfaces, but now if I want to do something in the wall, it's always going to be horizontal. So I think, ideally, recognize this as a vertical plane, but that's not supported yet, to my knowledge. And then the next is just to be able to rotate this around. So far, though, like an ARKit, though. Pretty straightforward. Okay. If you've been following from the beginning, you'll know that I've just been having trouble building shit. This like doesn't seem to be building what I want. Okay. Okay. I honestly think that now if I... What, does this have any scripts on it? No, it's... Okay. I honestly think that I should probably test this, I guess, before I get any further. Alright, we'll rebuild, and I just unactivated the hit cube in the random cube. See, this is one of those things where I almost hope either way, if it works, then I have no idea why it works. If it doesn't work, then it's not working, which is not good. I think I might, no. I guess it's possible I have two of these applications on my phone. No, okay, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is, I don't know what's going on, because I literally just deselected and activated game object, built it with it unactivated, and then built it with it activated. Okay. I really don't like this, so this is really annoying UI of just like tapping here, tapping here. I want you to be able to slide this around. I think that's pretty important. I fucking this. Oh, I wasn't showing you guys on QuickTime. Here we go. This is what it looks like. So I want to be able to slide my finger. Like, I'm just tapping to place it in those spots. I want to slide the finger. So that was a good 20 minutes of deactivate this script and then reactivate it. Okay, so I did some work on sliding. So if you have more than one finger touching and the public transform, this is public transform, is not null, which is not, touch equals input dot get touch 0. So get the first finger. If touch fade, if it's begin, if it starts touching it, screen position equals camera dot main screen. Sorry, this is going to viewpoint touch position. So this gets. I wonder what this is. What is this? Okay. What does this return? A vector 3. From screen space into viewpoint space. So I guess that's just the 3D space point. What is an AR point? Is there an easy way? Go to declaration, that'd be nice. Okay, AR point is an X and Y double? Shouldn't it be X, Y, Z? Okay, for each, and then this is hit test with result. This is what moves it. If
call from the DHC. Call from the DHC.
I'm just trying to get
Call from the DHC.
where it says
Call from the DHC.
on one tap, the logic where on one tap it moves to that tap instead of the last position of the finger is what I want. I think it's this: if touch phase, if only if you begin touching, yeah, that's it. Only when you begin touching will it go through this logic, which will change position. So I wanted maybe just even try just commenting this if statement out. Let's try that. Hopefully I get this right. Where does this line up with? Is that going to be true? That would be nice. Is it really this one? Oh no, I guess me. Right, let's hope. Let's see. Update, and then what's this? Okay, so that's looking good. So now this is saying don't only change position when you begin touching, but hopefully whenever touches 0. It will only get the position refer. Okay, let's try this. I think this could work. The problem is, got into that 2 things I were working on. I knew I was doing right, and nothing was showing up, and I just did the same thing over again, and it showed up. Can I see who's watching? Is that possible? Probably not. Well, whoever's watching, you're a hero. You can go to the bathroom. All right, let's see. This isn't good. Unlock. Okay, that's not too bad. Unlock. I'm unlocking it. Oh yeah, there we go. Awesome. So now, woo, it's a lot more fluid. I like this a lot. I wonder if it moves it. Like, can I get what point does it move it to? Whoa, that's pretty cool. So I can move it around like kind of confusing with it. So it's hard to tell what point it goes to. And that kind of, if I drag it around here, is it staying on the same plane or what? I don't understand. I don't think so. I think it's going to the nearest. Like, so where did that go? Is it some like space or is it trying to be on the floor? That's what is not too clear. Like how about this movement? Hmm. All right, well, that's a good start. There's also some code to make this scale when I pinch my fingers. I brought it from another project. Here it is. So this is saying if I'm gonna say if touch count, I only want to be moving this thing around equals 0, and I'll keep that comment like that. Oh, this is, yeah, okay, I guess for that idiot. Okay, so this is now going to be if touch count equals 2, we're going to get this is vector 3, I hope. I think so. It's a touch, yeah, that makes sense. This will get the touch from touch 0 and touch 1, and then, okay, pretty sure I'm missing. Okay, so this will, and then we have touch delta x, y, which are floats, a vector 2, which is the difference from the first, the difference of the delta? So touch 0 position, and then this is how much it changed. The position, so its position minus how much it's changed? Shouldn't it just, like what I'm trying to do is you scale your fingers. Shouldn't it just be the delta? No, this is our previous position. So that makes sense. Okay, for whatever reason, I think I must have messed something up. So this is our previous position of our first touch, our previous position of our second finger. Delta x is touch 0, delta, so how much it changes in the x direction, how much your one finger is changed in the x versus y, and then what I did was say now that can rotate. Oh, so the average of how much your x, this is kind of weird. And this should also be, so this will allow us to rotate it, basically. So when we were looking at the Mona Lisa, it was always flat on the ground, but sometimes I want it to be on vertical planes. And so then this means when our fingers move, okay, so the average of the change in our x position. So as we go like this or this, I wonder if this delta can ever be negative too. Maybe we should look that up. Not references. Go to declaration. So I guess that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. Let's just build this. Fuck it, we'll do it live. So this should allow us to scale the image with pinching, and then also to rotate it by having two fingers and moving them either together to the right or the left. It should rotate like this, which really isn't that helpful in what I'm trying to do. I want more this rotation, which to me makes more sense. But okay, we'll keep it like this. Let me know if you have any questions, the two people that are watching. All right, build succeeded. Let's go over, check this out. Oh, so is this scaling? Should stop moving. I was hoping it would stop moving when my second finger got added. It's not doing any of those things that we added. Okay. I don't think it built this. Okay, thank you. The names used. Yeah, I thought I was reading it. Okay, so this definitely didn't get built because public, I think it should be a float. Yeah. So this is, we use our fingers to scale it in by getting the difference, by finding out how far our fingers have moved apart and then multiplying that by a coefficient zoom speed. Also will be way too fast. So we should give us a public. We have to build this. Okay, and then this will give us a public. There it is. I think I was using 0.01. Save. Okay, now build. I'm having a hard time figuring out what it decides to build. It's obviously saving in monodevelop. Doesn't mean it will be built in the project. I've lost the ability to. Oh, there she is. Scale, be small. It's like, what's going on here? It's rotating pretty well. Ooh, I kind of do really like that rotation. It's not scaling, so. Maybe it is. It's just huge. It is definitely spin scaled. Cool. See the lighting change too. Cool. All right. So I'm rotating it pretty well. I do like this rotation. I'm dragging my two fingers up and down, but it's not. It's way too big. So it scaled at some point, and then I couldn't scale it down. Mono develop. Oh, maybe just, yeah, here it is. Load. I think. Okay, so let's see. If we go into Unity and we say we want to scale this thing, what coordinates change? Everything changes. Y is really not that important. It's X and Y. It's just delta. Okay, so find the difference in distances between each frame. This is working good. I do like this rotation. But this scaling is okay. Now, okay. So yes, this is now I understand why we were using delta. We wanted the previous position. That makes sense. Okay, so this is the previous touch delta magnitude minus touch delta mag. So previous touch delta mag equals 0 previous position minus touch 1 previous position. So that's how much our fingers have changed in the previous touch. From the previous touch? From the previous touch, how far finger 1 and 2 have moved, and now how far are they? Right? That would make sense. Previous touch delta. And now how much they've changed. So okay. So these are two changes. So I move my fingers a little bit, and then there's the delta. This doesn't make any sense, which is probably why it's not working. Find the difference in the distance between each frame. I feel like all we want to just know one difference, how much it's changed from the previous position. That makes sense to me. How much has changed from our previous touch? Okay, let's try this. This is not a float. Now it's a float. I'm going to see if anyone has some ideas. Feel free to shout them out. But yeah, so I just want to be able to like pinch to zoom in AR. And it sounded like before it was getting how much distance your fingers changed in the frame before and then in the current frame, and that's probably 0. Unless you were accelerating really fast. If you are moving at a constant like pinch, then yeah. I mean, this is just really kind of the derivative of the rate of change, which is derivative. So yeah, if you were accelerating, then maybe it would. If you were accelerating and you're zooming out, then maybe it would have done what we wanted it. It did scale at one point because it was really big. All right, let's see. There she is. Okay. Whoa! It just like keeps on scaling, I think, whenever I touch it. That's cool. Not really, but I think it's. Let's launch the application again. So I just touched it, and I think as soon as I had 2 fingers on, it was, yeah, it just. As soon as I put 2 fingers on, it will start. It'll start scaling it. Okay. Okay, so why is that? Why? How does this make sense? All right, so at least they're scaling it. So it's scaling by this, and this is the previous touch is delta mag. Find the mag, which is which is just the magnitude of this is going to be. I need to like draw this out. Probably be. Let's try this. Let's try this. I'm just going to do some. All right, so we got 2 fingers, finger 1 and finger 2. Okay. Okay. And then we'll say, so we're pinching in this case. So the x of this one we'll say is negative 0.1. We'll say this one is 0.1, right? And then if we're pinching out, finger 1 will be negative 0.2. This is like frame 1 or something, frame 1. And then this will be frame 2. So for pinching out, this is what it's going to look like. And basically we want to know that we want to set this scale be proportional. Want it to only be, okay, want it to be scaling when fingers are pinching. So that's just on the high level, but we want to increase scale when fingers move far apart. Okay. And we'll get, like, I'm just saying that it's like X coordinate on the screen. Because really, it doesn't matter. It's just the distance apart, though. So we want to increase scale when fingers move far apart. So how do we know if things are moving farther apart? So if we do, how far are they apart in frame 1? They are 0.2. How far? They're 0.4. So if the delta is changing, if distance so that's why maybe I just fucked up here. What did I change? All right, so let's just use this and see if this makes sense. All right, let's just run through this line because this is the one that's giving us trouble. Previous touch delta mag. So this is the previous touch. The delta mag is that's where I get is the magnitude of the change of these. Let's put this in here too. Okay, so previous touch, I'm just gonna plug in numbers in this case. Previous touch delta mag minus touch delta mag. So sorry. Need this too. Okay, so touch 0, previous position is negative 0.1. Minus touch delta mag. Touch delta is Okay, and touch delta mag is sorry, getting lost. Previous my brain's hurting. Okay, so we are. This is which is driving the scale, and then I just want to. So in this case, touch 0 previous position is -0.1. Touch 1 previous position is 0.1. Magnitude of that equals 0.2. And then this is the same thing but for frame 2, I believe. So that's -0.2 minus 0.2 dot magnitude is equals 0.4. Okay. 0.4 minus 0.2 times 0.1 equals 0.08, I think. I feel like, to be honest, the way it was set up before is right. Fuck it, do it live. But the scaling might be enough. Maybe 0.001. Save, and then remember to build this. Yeah, so that part probably wasn't too interesting. 3D math can get hard. All right, I'm gonna sign off.